What's going on, guys? Twintuitive 717. I am back with another reading. The Bossy Beeves is off on her little break, so I am going to dive into a collective message because I keep hearing from the masculine side, I know I shouldn't, okay? And I do have a feeling this has to do with reaching out, but they know that they shouldn't. So I don't know what that means for some of you. I'm getting a variety of messages that are coming through. For some of you, you could have made it very clear that you just need space, so they know that they shouldn't reach out. I do feel like maybe for some of the feminine collectives, a lot of you are still working through karmic relationships or soulmate relationships where your masculine showed up in your life and is presenting you with a major choice, major life changes, but it's overwhelming, okay? But they can't help themselves. They really want to connect with you, and I feel like this is a masculine who has it in their heart and mind that if they just see you in person, then you'll leave that relationship behind, or it'll make it clear as to why it is they can't leave you alone or why it is they keep resurfacing. Because I get that you feel this connection intensely as well, Divine Feminine, but you're prioritizing. If you're already nurturing a contract, I feel like you want to do things by the book, but your masculine is there consistently in your energy, okay? This is somebody who they're longing for you. If you're not in a relationship with somebody else, I feel like the space is just like things just get too intense, okay? And this may not be for all of you, but if some of you are not in a relationship, I just feel like your masculine has a tendency of coming on very strongly, like their energy is very intense. I do feel like that twin flame kind of push and pull where the Divine Feminine is just very like, oh my God, like, you know, heart in your stomach over the masculine. And then when the masculines come in to your energy, you kind of go through this period of like, okay, whoa, okay, this is a lot, and then you want them to back up. You know, it's like you went from this place of just like being so curious and so sure of just wanting to experience them, and the minute you do in the physical, and they give you all of that confirmation, and I mean all of that confirmation, I feel like it becomes overwhelming, okay? So this is somebody who I feel like they're pacing back and forth, okay? Your masculine wants the green light, okay, but a lot of you are just like, whoa, like pump the brakes. They could be coming off again very, very sensually, where it's all about that kind of hot, steamy, you know, kind of messaging back and forth, and then it gets, you get all flustered and you can't think, and you know, some of you could be in the kitchen trying to make yourself a sandwich, and all of a sudden you're like, oh shoot, like what am I doing, you know, putting ketchup on my peanut butter. That type of energy I feel like is coming through, okay? So let's dive in here and see, first of all, like, why are they so eager? What do they miss about you? What are they longing for? Let's see what's going on here between you two. Okay, what's up with the Divine Masculines? Any major arcanas in here? See, this Death card is like, for those of you who you're moving through a cycle, your masculine could be patiently waiting for you to put an end to this cycle. Okay, and if I zoom in really kind of close there, you see the couple there in the background, right? I feel like that represents this relationship that somebody's in. This could be a masculine that sits up late at night thinking about you in the arms of somebody else, and it drives them insane. Let's see if there's anything here that can really reflect that. Oh, we do have the Magician here coming out. Okay, that sheer determination of somebody that says, you're mine, and I'm going to make you mine. That's what I feel like a lot of your masculines are going through. Okay, you know, for those of you who, again, maybe you're not in a relationship, that your mind is still there, okay? You could have a karmic situation going on where your karmic situation, feminine energy, whoever is listening, you could say, like, listen, like, I need to focus on, like, my career right now, like, you know, okay, you know what, I have a lot on my plate, like, I don't really think I need a relationship right now. They see that as your karmic, okay? Just this whole energy of avoidance because you're afraid of diving in with both feet with this masculine. And I mean, a lot of you have, and I can speak from experience, good reason to hesitate, because it is a high intensity connection, you know. And I feel like this magician, they want to see you in the physical. They want to make something happen. Like, I'm hearing, I want to make my stake on you, or I want to claim my stake on you. I'm going to make my mark on you. The magician presents a very possessive masculine, especially in this deck that I'm using. Somebody who is determined, and they are determined to make you theirs. Okay, with all of the suits on the table, I feel like they're saying, with everything in me, I'm going to make you mine. Okay, if you guys have not been intimate yet, they're very sure that they're going to make that happen. You, as the whoever's listening in the feminine energy, may not be able to foresee that right now. It seems impossible. They're going to make that happen. Okay. We also have the Strength card here. This is mixed in with the Magician here in the Strength card. It is a gentle force, okay? I feel like it's your masculine saying that they're not going anywhere, okay? They are here to gently break this down or crack the code. And the thing about the Strength card, it's like you don't have to force anything, right? It's all about just taking things day by day. Man, a lot of you have somebody who, you know, they're really fixated on coming through with this offer, okay? Him, you know, bending down here, offering her the green bush. You know, the 5 of Cups here indicates too, like someone coming in and maybe causing a little bit of conflict here in a soulmate relationship, or just in your life in general. Okay, you could see here that some of you are hesitating to get into this, but I mean, these are a lot of major arcanas here to come out. And I feel like, you know, it's indicating this big snowball effect. Okay, someone who is going to be very patient, okay? This could be a masculine who's well aware of the twin flame connection. They may not know what to call it. You may not have this realization, or you may not have had this realization in the very beginning. It really took you time to get there, and until you connected with your masculine. You know, for you, this is how you see it. For them, I feel like it is all of this high intensity connection here. And with the High Priestess, I feel patience. Okay, this is somebody who is going to sit very, very patiently so that the story, you know, plans out in their favor, especially planned with the Magician here. And I feel like, you know, a lot of you may be asking why. You know, it's like, why now? Why would this come into my life at this time? You know, especially because you may be not ready for it. Let's just say that. You know, whether you're in another relationship, or you're focused on your career, or just in another direction. And, you know, maybe your masculine has come in as sort of this wild card on the journey. This Magician here is this wild card, which is, it kind of throws you off of everything. It's not what you were looking for. It's not what you signed up for. But yet here it is, and it is just distracting. It is filling your entire space. Okay, so I feel like this is someone, you know, they're fixated on you. They think about you a lot. They could think about you, again, if you're in another relationship, they could frequently think about you in this other relationship. And I'm getting that, but it is driving them insane. Okay, let's see what you guys are learning at this time. That's too many. Let me just clear the energy out of this deck. Okay, what are you learning about this connection with this masculine coming in? Why are you feeling their energy so intensely? Well, it's because they're in this Magician energy, which is about just kind of making things happen. So they're really focused on you. It could feel very competitive as well if many of you are choosing to say, okay, slow down. It makes them not want to slow down. It makes them want to do the exact opposite, okay? What are you learning from this experience with this masculine coming in like this? Okay, so they're definitely watching you. So I feel like this is teaching you to trust your intuition about this person. Okay, if you have a heavy intuition that they're watching you, you can feel their eyes on you. They may say things as well that are just like very interesting. You'd be like, how do you know all of this information? Like, how do you know all of these things? There, again, it's a really high intensity connection between the both of you. Okay, something that It's fate, it's destiny. It's just this serendipitous connection that was meant to be. This person is meant to come into your life to teach you something valuable with all of this passion that they're bringing to the table. For some of you, open up your eyes as well to some of the things that they might be opening up your eyes to in the current relationship that you're in, or in the current karmic situation that you're in. I feel like this masculine energy kind of comes in with this high intensity. They feel like they know you better than you know yourself. Okay, and that's what I mean by they've tapped into this whole twin flame thing way before you did. Okay, right from the very moment that they saw you, it was just, oh man, like my heart hurts. Like, who is that? My heart hurts for this divine feminine. Okay, and from then, everything that they could possibly get to know about you, they have. Okay, so this is somebody who's definitely picking up on this high intensity where before you have, and they'll come in and they will teach you again, like, certain aspects of, like, I'm hearing what it is you really want. Some of you have a lot of hidden desires. This person comes in and they're making you feel alive in some way, turning you on, making you feel sexy. I feel like some of you are telling them, like, listen, you need to stop messaging me. Like, just stop. And then a lot of you will get very flustered and angry and block them. And then it's like an hour later, you're just like biting your lips at some of the things they said in conversation, before you had to block them and be like, fucking chill. It's like a few minutes later, you guys are just off biting your lip in a corner. Here I am, like, coming up straight to the camera. You guys can see how high intensity, this reading for me is because of the energy being felt. But, that's what I'm getting here between two people. Somebody who is coming in hot and heavy. It's like you guys have unfinished business here with this contract, career, commitments. I'm telling you guys, commitments. It kills them that you may have a commitment to another path. Or that you, not necessarily that, or just that you're choosing that, or you're telling them, like, no. They can't take no for an answer because they know something that you don't know right now. Okay? And maybe it's taking you time to realize that, hey, wait a second, like, this is in fact, this whole twin flame experience. Maybe many of you are still, up in the air, one foot in, one foot out. Okay, but I feel like they're here to tell you that there's unfinished business, memories and nostalgia, so that's also maybe like some help from your spirit guides. Okay, so nostalgia and memories. Pay attention to how you feel around this person. I mean, a lot of that high intensity is to help you remember as well that they are here for an important reason, and to maybe pay close attention to your interactions with this person. Okay, just stay 10 steps ahead with the High Priestess. It's like a story is being written here and you have the opportunity to write each page. So it's just like a heads up. Okay, like if I could go back and, do things differently on my journey, or just certain things I wish I knew. I just feel like one of the biggest things that I would offer to anybody in this experience, especially with all of this high intensity, is just to, don't be afraid to just take it day by day, take it, step by step, even with all of the nostalgia and the memories and the synchronicities and the fact that it is fate. Don't be afraid to just kind of take things slowly. Slow this person down, okay? Because they're on the go, okay? We have the energy of Jupiter as well, which is, this kind of fast-moving energy, which, it pushes us out of our comfort zone, and it also pushes us to act on things that we feel passionate about, like, things that we know is destined to give us some kind of growth or some kind of change, or there's some kind of purpose behind it. And I feel like this, I hate to say it, but this obsession with you is also, putting your masculine here down a path that, it's pushing them to do a lot of great things, a lot of big things. Don't mind, never mind, they may go through a lot of karmic shit along the journey as well, just like you do. I feel like, and I did mention this in the last reading, but you both have a way of just feeling this obsession or addiction to one another's energy, and I feel like part of that is the soul growth that you experience. That's ideally why it is you two can't seem to escape each other's energy. It's like they're the first things you think about in the morning and the last things you think about before you go to bed. You know, it is that memory, that nostalgia of that person. It is there to help you remember that, hey, wait a second, you know, somehow before, you know, I came for this experience, you know, we made this pact that, you know, somehow we're always going to find each other. So, you know, I am getting a lot of that with this divine masculine, okay? They hate that they feel this obsessive. A lot of them too are looking up a lot of ways to explain what it is they're feeling. So don't be surprised if, you know, they may play stupid, but I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them already have looked up things like soulmates or twin flames, or you know, why it is they're seeing certain things, or they may find themselves becoming a little bit more spiritual, or maybe if you're masculine isn't spiritual or religious at all, because of this intensity that they feel towards you. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if many of them are like, you know what, maybe I need to like go to church, like maybe I need some kind of, you know, assistance here to explain what's going on. But yeah, guys, that's what I have for you for this one. I'm gonna wrap it up here, but you know, buckle up, because this is somebody who they feel a clear sense of purpose with you, and it's about unfinished business. I feel like this is a masculine who is saying, like, you didn't think I was gonna find you in this lifetime, okay? So they found you in this lifetime, okay? And that's why it feels so high intensity, like they're chasing you around all the time, or that they can't get enough of you. It's because literally this is just, you know, volume 2. Okay, guys? So anyways, again, that's what I have for you. You guys take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next one, okay? Bye, guys.